A 5-1 thrashing to put them right in control of Group B this evening. We'll get the thoughts of Stephen Warnock and Jason McAteer in just a moment. Let's just show you what's happened over the course of Tuesday evening in the Champions League. That's the Group B table. First up, Liverpool 6 from 6. A very, very late goal from Atletico Madrid, and in fact from Luis Suarez, giving them the points against Milan. They came from behind to win by 2-1 in Italy today. So far, a lovely 5-point cushion on third place for Liverpool after just a couple of games. And Jason and Stephen are here, and that was as emphatic as you could imagine.
Outstanding performance. We spoke in the build-up of previous away performances, and Atalanta and Bayern Munich sprung to mind. I wouldn't say it was quite up there as a polished away performance as good as those two I've just mentioned, but it was very, very good right throughout the team. Total dominance, the work rate, the effort, the desire. I think they had a point to prove after the weekend. Not that the defence had a lot to do, but certainly because they kept the ball possession-wise and were very, very clinical. Then obviously the back four, relatively easy night for them, wasn't it, for Virgil and company. But yeah, I was impressed. I was impressed right throughout the team. I thought Curtis Jones had an outstanding game. It helped with their keeper. What was it, 4 assists did we work out before? But you've still got to beat what's put in front of you, and they're not a bad outfit. They were just made to look very, very average tonight.
It's not often, Stephen, that you'll go away in a Champions League game and have 66% of possession, 13 shots on target and score 5 goals. You really can't ask a lot more.
No. The big thing for me tonight was game management, and that was what was lacking against Brentford. And you look at how you want to put that right. I think the ball retention from Jordan Henderson, but Curtis Jones as well. Thought Fabinho was unbelievable, the way he swept everything up. But take the pressure off the defence, go and defend higher up the pitch, win it higher up the pitch, and that's exactly what they did. And the other thing is clinical in front of goal, which they weren't too well. I know they scored 3 against Brentford, but they probably should have had more.
We're looking at it from a Porto perspective quickly. You could see in the post-match pictures that we've just seen that Sergio Conceição kept his players on the pitch to have a word with him. We spoke before the game about whether lessons had been learnt from the previous 2 trips that Liverpool took to Portugal, but clearly not, because once again, too much space in behind, too much space to pass, and Liverpool just took them to the cleaners.
Shade to Phil Brown, wasn't it? Was it Hull? Was it Hull? He did it?
Man City.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously given a dressing down because of the performance. I think it was more, we spoke about the keeper, individual errors, and sometimes a manager, you can't account for that, can you? That's down to you personally, and having pride in your own performance and being on top of your game. And individual errors did cost them tonight, certainly from the keeper. I mean, you said 4, I can remember 3. You would have to talk through it in a minute when we go through the goals. But
I said 3, you said 4.
Did I?
Yeah.
I'll let him off.
He wasn't very good. I think the headline is he wasn't very good.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to look at himself, and he's been quite decent this season. We were looking before in the ratings. He was one of their best players, and he's had a shocker tonight, hasn't he? But again, individual errors. But you can't score goals without the ball, and that's what Liverpool do so well. They dominate the ball. They dominate possession in good areas. They create. Stephen was right, Fabinho, he just broke everything up that they threw at them. They played a high line. They weren't worried about the pacing behind them. I thought James Milner, again, Diaz was the player we identified as being their top player this season. He'd scored 5 goals, so we knew he was a threat. I mean, I didn't even know if he played. Did he play?
I think he dived about 4 times, 5 times, which was frustrating, but no, it was comfortable for James Milner, wasn't it?